You think that he could last a long time with you, go into the later rounds?
I'd be surprised if he even makes it out of 2 rounds.
You'd be surprised he makes it out of 2 rounds.
I just have too much power, too much speed, and with my coaching staff the past year and a half, working with them every single day, I've become literally a new fighter.
Will you be high when you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, I'm gonna be so high on life, yeah.
You'll be high on what? Will you be high on marijuana as well?
That's a possibility, too.
It is a possibility.
Get ready to witness the downfall of one of Hollywood's biggest stars. What started as a skyrocketing career has now spiraled into chaos, leaving fans shocked and wondering how it all went wrong. From a string of scandals to career-shattering decisions, this celebrity's once glamorous life has turned into a messy public drama. What really happened behind the scenes? How did things spiral so fast? Stay tuned, because we're breaking down the events that led to one of the most talked about celebrity meltdowns of our time. Nothing is as it seems. Welcome back to the channel. If you're obsessed with the wild world of celebrity drama, you're in the right place. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a shocking story that you won't believe. From scandalous relationships to jaw-dropping controversies, Hollywood never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of the drama that unfolds. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. Let's get into the heart of the chaos and uncover what really happened. Jake Paul's transformation from YouTuber to professional boxer has been nothing short of remarkable. What started as a gimmick quickly evolved into something serious. His first real taste of boxing fame came in 2020 when he fought on the undercard of Mike Tyson's exhibition bout against Roy Jones Jr. Paul knocked out former NBA player Nate Robinson, and from that moment on, people started to take him seriously. But Jake wasn't just here for exhibition matches. He began setting his sights on a bigger legacy. Paul has faced former UFC fighters like Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and even MMA legend Anderson Silva, winning each fight and improving his record to an impressive 10-1. While many doubted Jake's abilities, especially considering his unconventional path to boxing, he's managed to silence critics with knockout after knockout. His flashy persona and ability to draw in audiences have made him a polarizing figure in the boxing world, yet undeniably marketable. But taking on Mike Tyson? That's a whole different ballgame. Can the internet star handle the weight of this matchup? Is Jake's hunger for fame enough to fuel him against a beast like Tyson? Mike Tyson needs no introduction. From dominating the heavyweight division in the 1980s to becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history, Tyson's name is synonymous with power and intimidation. He's seen it all from glory in the ring to personal demons outside of it. And now, at nearly 60 years old, Tyson is stepping back into the spotlight for what could be one of the most talked about fights of his career. Tyson's return to the ring has reignited a spark in fans, but it's not without its controversies. Back in May, just before the initial fight date, Tyson suffered a severe health issue, a flare-up from a stomach ulcer that forced him to postpone the match. At the time, it was unclear whether he'd be able to fight again, let alone against someone as active and youthful as Jake Paul. Tyson's age and health have become major talking points leading up to the fight. While Tyson has been training rigorously, posting videos of himself hitting the pads and sparring, the question remains, is he truly ready to step back into the ring? Or is this fight destined to be more spectacle than sport? With every big fight comes an avalanche of opinions, and this one is no different. Many fans and analysts are worried about Tyson's health and whether he's fit enough to take on such a physically demanding task. Former UFC star Chael Sonnen is one of the loudest voices calling for the match to be canceled. Sonnen has publicly stated his concerns about Tyson's readiness, citing the legendary boxer's recent health issues and age. Mike's 60, Sonnen said in an Instagram post. He hasn't been in a real fight in years, and we're expecting him to go head-to-head with a guy half his age who's been training non-stop? It's reckless. the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, which oversees boxing matches in the state, has remained silent, even as concerns grow louder. Fans are split. Some are excited to see Tyson back in the ring, while others are genuinely worried that this could be dangerous for him. The fight has also sparked debate about the ethics of matchmaking in boxing, especially when an older fighter like Tyson takes on a much younger opponent like Paul. Critics argue that it could set a dangerous precedent, opening the door for more mismatches in the future. Meanwhile, Jake Paul has been doing what he does best, keeping the spotlight firmly on himself. Just weeks before the fight, Paul pulled off a bizarre stunt where he lifted fake weights while dressed in a fat suit, poking fun at Tyson's jabs that he was fat and funky. The internet went wild. This moment wasn't just for laughs, it was part of Jake's ongoing strategy to get into Tyson's head, to make the fight more of a show than a sport. And with Netflix rumored to broadcast the event, there's no question that Paul is treating this as much as entertainment as he is a serious fight. But beyond the antics, Paul has been diligently preparing. He's teamed up once again with the shoe surgeon, a famed designer, to create the most expensive boxing shorts ever, valued at over $1 million. In Jake's words, "We're trying to make a statement." His constant need to be the center of attention has some questioning if he's more focused on the fame than the fight itself. While many critics dismiss Paul as a YouTuber playing boxer, it's clear he's committed to this match. He trains intensely, even adjusting his diet and lifestyle to maximize performance. Whether or not you respect his antics, Jake Paul is banking on this fight to catapult his career even further. He knows that winning against a legend like Tyson could cement his place in the boxing world forever. While Jake Paul focuses on theatrics, Tyson is zeroing in on the fight itself. He's been sharing glimpses of his rigorous training regimen on social media and in interviews, showcasing his intense preparation. Mike has always been known for his ferocious training habits, and this time is no different. He's spending 6 hours a day in the gym, working on his boxing, strength, and conditioning. It's an effort to prove to critics that he can still hang with younger fighters. What's fascinating is how Tyson has embraced unconventional methods in his training. Mike has openly discussed his use of psilocybin mushrooms during workouts, stating that it makes him feel beautiful and helps him focus. He's also a longtime advocate of cannabis, even creating his own line of CBD products. Tyson's mental preparation is just as important as his physical training. He believes that a clear mind is crucial for success in the ring. In a recent interview, when asked if he'd be high for the Jake Paul fight, Tyson joked, "I'll be so high off life." While the comment was met with laughs, it speaks to Tyson's mindset. He's feeling good, focused, and ready to prove that age is just a number. But can he back up that confidence in the ring? As fans await the match, many are eager to see how Tyson's unconventional approach will play out against a new generation of fighters. Jake Paul, on the other hand, is banking on his youth, speed, and relentless pressure to secure a victory. Despite his antics, Paul has shown that he's no slouch when it comes to fighting. He's built a reputation for being aggressive, throwing nearly 35 punches per round, which puts him close to Tyson's peak output. His stamina and conditioning have been a focus during training camp, as he understands that Tyson can deliver devastating punches even at his age. But the big question is, can Jake Paul handle the pressure of facing someone with Tyson's experience and ring IQ? Mike may not be in his prime, but he's still one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing history. If Jake isn't careful, he could find himself on the canvas quickly. This isn't just about winning a fight. For Jake, this is about proving that he belongs in the same conversation as boxing's elite. Many critics believe that this fight is more spectacle than sport, especially given the vast age difference between the two fighters. Tyson is nearly twice Jake Paul's age, and many are questioning if this is more about selling tickets and getting views than an actual competitive boxing match. But isn't that part of the appeal? Boxing has always had its fair share of showmanship, from Muhammad Ali's trash talk to Floyd Mayweather's flashy entrances. Whether you think this fight is legitimate or not, it's undeniably grabbing attention. Fans love a good story. And this matchup between a young internet star and an aging legend is one for the ages, whether it ends in a knockout or controversy. While some experts argue that it's irresponsible to let an aging fighter like Tyson face a younger opponent, others suggest that Tyson's experience could work in his favor. The ring is where legends are made, and Tyson is a legend in every sense of the word. His return could inspire a new generation of fans, showing them that boxing is not just a sport, but a rich tapestry of history, struggle, and triumph. As the fight date draws closer, predictions are flying from all corners. Some think Jake Paul's youth and momentum will be too much for the aging Tyson to handle. Others believe Tyson's raw power and boxing IQ will give him the edge, even at 60. What's clear is that both fighters have their strengths and weaknesses, making it hard to predict the outcome. Analysts have pointed out that if Tyson can land his signature uppercut or hook, Jake could be in serious trouble. Conversely, if Jake can utilize his speed and avoid Tyson's big punches, he could very well wear the veteran down. But there's one thing everyone can agree on. This fight is going to be a spectacle. Whether it's a knockout, a slugfest, or a complete blowout, people will be talking about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul for years to come. And when the bell rings, all the questions will finally be answered. Is Jake Paul ready for this level of competition? And can Tyson, even at 60, still channel the beast within? This fight isn't just about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It's about entertainment, spectacle, and the collision of two worlds. The YouTuber versus the legend. The young lion versus the old guard. No matter what happens on November 15th, one thing is certain. The world will be watching. Whether you're Team Tyson or Team Paul, this fight is going to be one for the history books. So grab your popcorn, because on November 15th, two generations are set to collide in a way we've never seen before. Will the legend of Mike Tyson continue, or will Jake Paul prove that he belongs at the top of the boxing world? There's only one way to find out. As the excitement builds, be sure to tune in and witness this monumental clash of titans. Remember, it's not just a fight, it's a moment in sports history. Who will emerge victorious? Stay tuned, because this is going to be an unforgettable event that fans will talk about for years to come.